Now, next thing on the floodlight, I did pick this up a little bit ago. That's why I kept the box. There's the part number on the bottom of the box, Echo Charlie Paul Romeo Alpha 072. Now this is an all aluminum construction work light, project light. Does have a fairly good magnet on it as well. It's more of a spot beam. And then here on the back, it does have your fuel level also. I got 3 bars on it yet. Been using this quite a bit. Been trying to keep it pretty clean. But it's got the new style USB, which is the Charlie USB port. It's kind of funky. See if I can find my charging cable for it, show you guys. Nope, that's a different one. Here we go. Here's the charging cable that it comes with, and it does come with the wall charger as well. There you get a look at that. That's actually kind of bigger. You can't use a standard USB on these because the tip on this is bigger, but it will charge in either orientation, up, you know, going one way or the other, doesn't matter. It's kind of the one thing about this. I guess there's some newer phones that are going to that as well. A little bit more durable construction on the charging cable portion of it. Nice thing about this, what was the specs on it? 700 to 100 lumens on high. It will last for 1 hour. Try to get you a look at the specs here if it'll focus. Feel free to pause and take a closer look. Just run you through these real quick. On low, it'll last for 10 hours. I'd say that's probably fairly close. And then, so obviously, now there's only one control button on this, so there's no high, no low selection. It's kind of like a lot of other guys are going these days. What the hell? All right, so we got to hold it to turn it on, and it'll go to bright, it'll flash. That's at the highest setting, 700 lumens, and then it'll go down to low, and then it'll flash at 100 lumens. So you can completely customize it as bright or as low as you want. Like I said, all aluminum construction on this for durability, built-in fuel level light, really good, and it's got a nice rotation on it as well. Sometimes when you get into a tighter spot, and I've had a few of those where I need a good amount of light, and neither of these two, just because they're too tall one way or the other, and I need something to go in there. This has been handy, especially on, you know, the starters. I'll have one light, either one of these two on one side. I'll have this on the other side of that steer axle, and I don't have to keep moving lights unless I just got to adjust whichever one on whichever side of the axle I'm on. It gives me plenty of light underneath the truck using any combination of these. You gotta like things with good magnets on them. I mean, you just do. And these, any of these with their magnets on them are no exception. Next thing, well, we're gonna talk about some headlamps. There again, I've had this box for a really long time, lifetime warranty through Coast, and there again, I only have to deal with one person, which is where I bought this from. Granted, yes, a little bit more expensive on the tool truck. I'll include an Amazon link, which is actually the cheapest place that I've seen. Well, it was about a month or so after I bought this. I was looking on Amazon, and well, it is what it is, but it's the HL7R headlamp. And as I dig through this little pile here, this is what she looks like. Now, it comes with a charger, charging port, which is the one thing Coast did pretty smart there. Goes straight in here to your battery pack. Now, you can swap these out, of course, for standard AA batteries. Holds 3 of them. But here again, this has been a pretty handy headlamp. It's got a focusing beam, which makes it nice. I don't know if it's polymer or glass in there. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 would be better able to tell by feeling it, but it's got an adjustable, as you can see, light as well. So this is nice when it's a fresh battery. I can usually leave it on low, and then as the battery starts to dim out a little bit, because they are nickel cadmium rechargeable rather than lithium ion, I can just continually increase that as it wears out. Been pretty stand-up little light. Had this for a while, and there again, fully adjustable. Lightweight. It is a lighter weight. I mean, you could use this hiking, camping, whatever you want to do. This headlamp will do it at fair, decent quality, and cost through Amazon, I think it's around the 50 some odd dollar mark for the HL7R. There again, and remember, Coast does have their lifetime warranties. I don't think they warranty the batteries themselves though. Oh, another thing, the headlamp comes with this. Comes with, oh, that's for a different charging cable. I just stuck it in there. But it comes with hard hat clips, so you can do your hard hat. And it will fit into this little bitty pouch. Good lamp. Now, another really good lamp that I was in love with is the Steelman Pro headlamp. I think the model number on this is 78834. I'll try to find a link on Amazon on these. I've seen these go anywhere from the $25, $30 mark on Amazon. The price on the Steelman products fluctuate like the weather. But this was a phenomenal little headlamp. I'll put a link in the description box below to a really good review from Jason Williams on this headlamp. I'll go over a few specs on it. Jason Williams actually sent me this headlamp a little over a year ago, and I liked it. It's a heavy-duty headlamp. It looks big, it looks bulky, but it's actually really comfortable, which was why I liked it. It has this really nice harder rubber foam, and it is a foam, but it's a pretty sturdy foam, but very comfortable. Go for your whole forehead because the beam is wider, obviously. This was like having a mini flood lamp on your head that you could go ahead and adjust. Adjustment on it is kind of limited, but there again, it's for your headlamp. It did have a couple different settings on it, high, low, and medium, I believe. Why it doesn't work right now is my own fault. I was doing a starter several months back, maybe about 4 or so, maybe 5 months ago, and I had to get in a weird position on my creeper, and I caught the cord on my creeper, and it screwed up something inside of here. And this is rechargeable, and it did have a rubber cover over this, and there again, it came off somewhere working underneath of a truck, and I don't know if it got yanked on underneath my creeper and it ripped off or what. I was not happy with myself when I had found out what happened here, because I don't work out in the weather too much to where I'd have to worry about that. If I had to worry about this being exposed, I'd just cover it up with a piece of electrical tape. But I loved this light. Jason Williams, thank you. But a cool feature that it did have is if you held down on this, the light would turn red. This light would be off. It has an IR sensor right here, and you could turn it on or off, you know, waving your hand if you're underneath the truck and you're all greasy and you don't want it to start looking like that. Wave your hand. But it was sensitive if you pass too close underneath a drive line or an axle underneath the truck, it would shut it off, but usually you still have enough ambient light. You know, wipe your hand back across it, just, you know, a good few inches away, and it would turn back on. That was a cool feature with this thing. But like I said, this was a really comfortable headlamp. There was no cushioning back here with the battery housing. I might try to see if I can fix that, but Steelman Pro, like I said, this is like having a mini flood lamp, kind of, well, not as bright as this, but pretty close, on the top of your head, the Steelman Pro. I will put a link down to there. I do recommend this headlamp for sure. If I can find a good price on it, you know, do some shopping around. You guys check the internet. I mean, you got Google. But I will recommend the Steelman Pro. Like I said, the failure was a cause of mine, and I like to kick myself in the butt for it. A great gift from a really great friend. Go check out his review. He's got a really good one on that where he compares it to another Coast Light. And then, well, speaking of friends, I've had friends send me this, friends send me that. A friend of mine, Tack, over at A.OK Foraging and Adventures, we were having a fun day out shooting at a farm one day, and well, she decided to throw a little bitty competition together. Nobody knew about that, but I wound up winning the 5-shot rifle. It was like, you know, 25 or 30 yards with a 22, you know, buddies off the wall, old school 22. And so I got this headlamp. It's called the Atomic Beam, and I think these might run around the $15 or $20 mark on Amazon. Does have a focusing beam. I think that is polymer on there. Does have some aluminum construction. It's got some heat vents. It's what is this, IPX4 water resistant or rain resistant, basically, meaning if you're out, you know, camping or whatever with this thing. It is a little bulky, but you know, you're not spending $100 for something uber lightweight to go, you know, trekking across the Appalachian Trail, but it is fairly heavy duty. Batteries, you just put them in here. Let me see if I can, but it does have a little bitty key lanyard right there that goes through both the rubber cover and that. It's fairly comfortable. Works really good in wintertime, especially if you got a stocking cap on. You really don't notice it too much. Most of your weight is in the light portion of the head. Really positive detents on the head. Use this several times, mostly outdoors camping. Was a good comparison, so I thought I'd bring this to the table. Fully adjustable every which way. And then another nice little feature about it, nice high, low, medium, good strobe, really good strobe. And when you turn it on, actually let me cover that up, that lights up red. Some people might like that, and then that of course dims as you go down. Then it does flash. Be a good option for somebody that likes bicycling or what have you. Haven't had the chance to use this underneath the trucks. I keep this one in my truck, and like I said, I have used it several times outside hunting, hiking, camping, and haven't really had a chance to use it inside here. But the other thing about this is because, well, like I said, it's got some LEDs. Well, here's the thing, it's got a 18650 or LEDs, AAA's. It comes with the 18650 adapter. So if you've got a spare 18650 battery that dramatically increases your power output and probably your battery life as well as far as time goes, burn time, this probably wouldn't be a bad option. So it does not come with the 3 AAA batteries, but whoop-de-doo. Comes packaged together pretty nice, pretty easy to get out of there too. So 3 beams, high, low, medium, up to 40 times brighter. That is with the 18650 batteries. Does have Cree LEDs, does have a foam insert that it comes in with, and up to 5,000 lumens it says. But this is an affordable option for all around, and I would recommend this. I haven't used the living crap out of it, but it hasn't failed me. So there you have it, the Atomic Beam. So there you have it, guys. Obviously a lot of people have a lot of different lights as well. So hey, why not put out a video on what lights you have? Now, there's one guy in particular, I mentioned his name before, Rob's Wrenches. I think he has some stuff here that'll put my little bitty collection to some shame. There's one guy that has some lights. That's definitely Rob's over at Rob's Wrenches. Go check him out down below. Leave a link. I'll try to see if I can leave one up here. If not, down below. Still getting used to the little bitty icon box thing yet. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, like, and share this video. And hey, why don't you put a little bitty video for the rest of us to see on what's in your toolbox for lighting. Anyways, guys, so remember, shop safety is just as important as firearm safety. You screw something up, somebody could die. Thanks for tuning in.